Welcome to the BBC, a waxcast based on collaboration, not competition. Between both cheeks is a world filled with beauty, bums, and billions of bucks. The hosts of the BBC are Luba, the badass boss bitch, creator and owner of international brands and beauty salons. Becca,
Once newbie and now experienced enforcer, she's hatched out of her egg and manages business with authority and a smile.
welcome to the BBC.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of the Between Both Cheeks podcast, the BBC. That can mean whatever you think it means, that acronym. I'm Becca. I'm joined today with Luba and Aaron, and a special guest. We are full of guests recently. So we are with Bree Fox, and we met Bree. Bree, you'll have to correct me when we introduce you, but I think last year at Vegas, at the Vegas Spa Show. Okay, great. And then we reconnected this year at the Vegas Spa Show, and you were talking to Luba and you said, Bryght has totally changed my business. And then so we cut it right there and we said, wait, we got to do this on the podcast. We got to record this. So introduce yourself, where you're from, your business, and then tell us what you meant by that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bree Fox. I am a salon and spa owner in Pennsylvania. I'm in a little place called Ligonier. It's kind of like a little ski town, very close to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I absolutely love your products. So Bryght is wonderful. And I've been in business for about this is going to be coming up on 6 years, and I love going to conferences. I get training all around the country because I feel that if we're not learning in the beauty industry, then we're like stagnant and we're not growing. So when I got to meet you guys for the first time last year at the Las Vegas Spa Show, I was really blown away by the marketing and how much fun you guys are. You're very much like me. And I'm a person that, even though I'm in a small town type of area, people come to me and they feel comfortable. And I feel like, because I'm like a, no filter type of person. So, I know with anal bleaching and different type of skin lightening, people don't want to talk about it, at least for the conservative area that I'm in. But with me, and I have it, right in the open. I wear your shirts. I used to work for assholes and now I bleach them, and they love it. They really do. And I just absolutely love the product. I've had wonderful results, and I'm not just doing anal bleaching. I use this a lot for all over the body, more than the actual anal bleaching. And I think it's a great marketing technique that it gets people wondering. As soon as they hear that, they're like, anal bleach, who does that? And then they're like, oh, well, how about this area that rubs on my skin? I have pigmentation. And I've really gotten to help a lot of people, even with facials, really bad melasma. I just did the lip area 2 days ago. The client, one session, blown away. She's like, I can't believe that worked as well as it did. I'm like, well, I just tried it out. It's a great product. So thank you, Luba. And that's why I came up and talked to you girls, because I'm really happy I invested in this product.
I'm so glad. I love hearing that. Aaron said this the other day. It's so exciting to be doing this circuit again for the second time in the same cities and reconnecting with the people that came to us last year. That is so fulfilling for all of us. I think it speaks to the brand. I think it speaks to us and our team, how effective the product is, and the great results that business owners like yourself are seeing from it.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so you got Bryght a year ago. Now, what other services do you offer?
So I provide a lot of different types of facials, microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, hydrofacials, types of, some type of, I do a lot of facials. Now, I do have a huge clientele of Brazilian waxes. So I already felt, because I have so many clients that are already coming in for like their intimate areas. I thought that would be a natural, like, no brainer. So I thought that that would be just a great add-on for my body waxing clients. And that's been like huge for me. But yeah, like people come to me in my area and they're like, hey, like I said, it's just, it just opens the door, you know, like you guys have like such good marketing that I can just be like, they'll be like, hey, what about this? Anyways, what my main focus is, because I do have, other services here, is I'm a permanent makeup artist. So I know that this isn't a part of permanent makeup, but my goal in my career is that I want to be like one of the educators at the conferences. I want to get to that point where I can have my own academy. So I really like how it's easy because I can get, because my family, they're going to be coming to work for me. It'll be easy to train them and, you know, help them with a wonderful line. So anyways, I'm mostly a permanent makeup artist, but I do the whole gamut.
Okay.
Here's all of the things. I have a question. I'm wondering, so you said, I have two questions. So first, you said you're from a little town outside of Pittsburgh, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is typically a more conservative state. And I feel like when we go, you know, around the country and we do these shows, it's very interesting to see the reactions from the guests at the show. And now I have been proven wrong so many times because some of the most conservative states can be the most open and welcoming. But traditionally and typically, in like my experience going through these, a lot of times they'll like shy away from like the big bright anal bleach signs. So do you think like having it on your menu listed as something else is a way? Tell me, how do you create the buzz if you still are even like gentle around the fact it's anal bleach, but it's even more than that? Tell me, how do you like insert it into your business that it's successful?
Well, I would say that like I have an online booking system and that's mostly how I book. And just the fact that like I made it so that like one of my tags, like how to, just a service, it's just like anal bleach, like really big letters. So, I mean, they see that on there, and a lot of clients, even if they came in for like an eyebrow wax or whatever they're in here for, they'll be like, so I saw you guys do anal bleaching. So it's like, I'm very open about it. And, you know, I'm already there doing a lot of the body waxing. So that being kind of funny and being the person I am, I'm very outgoing. Yeah, I mean, they think it's hysterical. A lot of people that are older, like my husband's friends, they think it's great because they're a lot, like they're in their 50s or so, and they think it's the best thing ever. And then like their wives will like secretly be like, what does it really do? Like, can you hook me up? Like, it just, I love that it's a great intro. And then I open the whole book about it, because even my husband has like the whole pitch down. So because anybody that
Love it.
it's like, as soon as they talk about me, they're like, oh, that anal bleaching, what is that? And then my husband's like, well, for darker skin types, you know, really good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you.
That's just like our partners too.
Yeah. What does your husband do for work?
He's an accountant.
I love it.
So yeah, it was.
I love it. Is he okay, Bree? Is he a real accountant or is he like an accountant?
He's a Gemini, so he's like the half of him is like the accountant business guy, and then like the other half is like the super fun guy. Like he loves to dance and
yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah,
so speaking of accounting, I know for me, when I had my waxing salons, because I did the same approach as you, and that's why we really put it out there with, you know, no matter how anyone feels about it, they're going to see our t-shirts, they're going to see our posters, they're going to see anal bleach in their face. So yes, they were very comfortable having the conversation. We talk about this in our presentations sometimes. One of the salons in Canada, so much smaller population, more conservative, like similar to probably where you are. We did $93,000 in a year in skin lightening services, not including all the waxing, all the tinting, all the teeth whitening, all the facials. So has it changed your business financially as well?
I would say because I'm still new, I haven't really pushed this to the next level because there's been a lot of changes in my actual business structure because I'm bringing people on and everything. I'm in a growing state. But I would say financially, like I'm very happy I did it. I wouldn't say I'm like, made $100,000 more, but I'm just really happy where I feel like I'm introducing a client for an add-on where they might have not gotten something and then we're working on something else. Like, let's work on this spot. So I would say like that's wonderful being like an isolated area. And if I really think it's more on my marketing where I need to amp that up a little bit more. But again, I'm in a growth area in my business. So,
but it sounds like it's going to happen because you're doing all of the right steps.
Yes, for sure. 100%. Just with the whole, like, I love the system. I even did a demo. So I really like to go into, there's a beauty school in the Pittsburgh area that my mom used to be associated. She used to work for them. And I will go down each semester and I will do, I'll do some teaching. Like I call it like an active mentorship because I can't be a full-time teacher. I did a demo and one of my colleagues that's been the teacher there forever, she was like, I need to get this, Bree. Like, I don't care. Out of like all the machines that you've just showed us, I'm asking the CEO to buy me a Bryght system. So just so you know, this is somebody that I highly respect. Shout out to Bonnie Pizzarelli. She's been a teacher. Like she's been in the industry for like 30 some years of being an esthetician. She's like, you know what? I told her the whole theory of everything. And she's like, I thought maybe that could work. And she's like, some of these things, it's like, man, I wish I would have got it. It got to it first, but so good job. Kudos to you, girl.
Love it. So good. So good.
Okay, Bree, since you, go ahead, Luba.
No, go ahead.
So Bree, for everybody listening, because I do the social media, so I see a lot of the DMs and the initial questions and hesitations. A lot of people, if there is a hesitation to bring on Bryght, it is the price point. It starts around $600, and in a smaller town, sometimes that's out of people's budgets. So if there's a hesitation, usually it is the price and then does it work? So now that you're a year into it, what would you say to somebody that has those hesitations? Like, have you made that money back?
Yes, I've made that money back for sure. And I know that like after, I always think of buying a new system, not buying a new product line, anything that I buy new, it's like, you don't make money until you pay that off. So I've made my money back and everything after that is all profit. And I'm happy that like I invested in this. And again, it's going to set you apart. Like if let's just say you go to the spa conference and then you see these wonderful girls, you're going to be like, wow, like she really goes back to school for this stuff. And like, she really cares about her business. She cares about the new stuff in beauty. Like that's one thing, it's going to set you apart. I know in my town, I don't know anybody else in this entire area that does anal bleaching, any type of skin lightening. I know in at least probably I would have to go an hour away, if that, even more.
Wow. And did you find it attracted new customers that you're not just adding it on or they're coming in?
Oh, 100%. And it's a lot. Like I had a couple of my customers that I've had wonderful case studies on. They've gotten they've gotten it in other parts of the country, just intimate lightening. And I could not believe what they were using on people's skin. It was literally like bleaching their cooter off.
Yeah.
Like a TCA or PCA peel.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would have burnt so bad. Yeah. And to have your system that doesn't hurt, it's fantastic. And it's like it works. Yeah. And so it's like, I couldn't believe using a strong chemical peel. I don't know if you guys have ever had those peels on your face, but they hurt. And to have that on your like lower vagina and to your butthole, my God.
I know.
Yeah.
Some people do hydrodermabrasion and then like a peel as their intimate lightening service. It's like, I I don't want a hydrodermabrasion on my cooch.
No,
And I definitely don't want to pay someone to get that done. That's like torture.
yeah,
No.
that's
So
true.
it's a lot of people that maybe they've had it done out of state. They're one of the people that they just take care of themselves, and they're just like, it was cool to have the people that's already gotten it in different, that's experienced other ways of intimate lightning, and to get the feedback on that. So that was really cool too, because they're like, this works and it doesn't hurt. I'm like, so to me, it's not a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and kudos to you. You are admittedly saying, I am in a small town, but you are traveling to stay relevant because you're that invested in your business, and you're, more familiar with, these different services that are available for a specific purpose. And you're out there learning it. So good for you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Luba's from a small town, like small town. And she always says, people in small towns, they still get Vogue. They
Yes.
still read Vogue. There's always somebody that wears red lipstick and reads Vogue, even if they live in a small town.
Yeah, when I used to travel around and do all my presentations and seminars, they were mostly in small towns. And some of the lines that I was bringing in, or some of the products I was bringing in, they're like, no one is going to buy this in our stores. And I was like, you sell Vogue, and I just saw 3 women with Louis Vuitton bags, and your population is 15,000. So yeah, they want it. They don't know where to get it because they have to travel to a larger city. Why not just give it to them? So very, very true. Bree, where can people find you? What is your social media handle for them to follow you, so we can promote it on our page as well?
So my Instagram is at Breebe, which is BREEBE 1613. And my Facebook is Beauty by Bree, and that's with 2 E. So yeah. And I really, I would love to send you my before and afters. I have some wonderful food studies if you guys are interested.
Yes, please.
We love
We would love that.
Yeah,
because we don't take any of our own.
Yeah, we don't take any of our own before and after pictures, which might not be a smart move. So we're always open to receiving yours. I recommend just put like a little watermark or something, text on it with your business name before you send it to me, or I'll do it for you. Just let me know, because we have been known to have other brands that do like the peels and the really intense stuff use Bryght before and after photos. So I say, just to protect yourself, I want you to get the credit, not even us, because it's your picture. Put your business name or your handle or something on the image where it can't be removed. That's a pro tip, everybody out there. Always mark your before and afters, because some people do steal them.
It's wild. And our little girl gang of Bryght babes, it's wild because we didn't even know that the photo got stolen. It was a customer that reached out to that customer confirming, did you use this brand or Bryght? And when she said Bryght, that not even the one that took the photo, but the one that found it, contacted us at headquarters being like, your photos are being stolen. Like, we really have such a good.
Yeah, she was like, I recognize that butthole. I've seen that before.
I love it.
And it's happened a few times, like even on Instagram, like other estheticians using other estheticians before and after photos without giving them credit. Like, I understand if you're starting, you don't have your own, but at least tag or ask them permission, don't just take it and say, oh, I did that wax and you didn't. And how weird for the client to see like their intimate areas where they might not have consented for somebody else to use that photo.
Exactly.
They consented with their provider. And it's a whole thing. So that's our pro tip, is to put your business on the photos. Bryght or otherwise, your permanent makeup, all your photos, put something on there so people can't steal them.
And Bree, what is your advice to someone that is thinking about bringing this system on? What would you tell someone new?
I would just say that it 100% works. I'm a kind of a person that I'm always about the science and I want to see the results. And I was wondering like, okay, like, is it really going to last? Is it going to really get that brightness they want? So I would say just, it does work 100%. It can be so on a different scale. Like it could be really dramatic results pretty quickly. So I would just suggest that, yeah, I mean, I get it's a little bit of an investment, but you got to spend money to make money. That's my rule of thumb. And
Love
it's
that.
something that it's a wonderful investment.
Amazing. Bree, thank you so much for joining us. This has made our Monday morning. It's been very, very great. Thanks so much for approaching me in the line and reaching out and sliding into our DMs, because we love to hear directly from our Bryght babes on how things are changing their business on their end. It's so nice to have that validation.
Well, thank you girls so much for your time. I really appreciate everybody
For coming
Of
on with
course.
us. We appreciate it. We wish you all the best, and let us know if you need anything from us, and please share those before and afters.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes.
email or DM us. We'll use them on our website, on our social media, everywhere, and we will give you credit.
Yes.
Perfect.
And on that note, Becca, where can everyone follow us, listen to us, write us all the amazing reviews?
Yes, so if you are like Bree, who has an amazing story and an amazing review, like Luba said, it's so nice to get the validation, because we all work remote. We're not together a lot of the time. So we can forget the impact that we're having on business owners and their clients, how people feel about their skin. So you guys never feel shy. Please let us know. It honestly makes our whole day. We pass around the stories and we tell them to each other. So on our website, you can leave a review and it's free to do. And you get a little coupon when you do in your email, and it will help other Bryght babes decide to make the leap or not. And if you want to be a guest on the podcast, or if you have questions or feedback, you can send an email to podcast@brightonup.com, and you can listen on Apple, Spotify, everywhere you find your favorite shows under Between Both Cheeks. We put the video version so you can see Bree's face and how on brand she is this week with her teal outfit on our YouTube channel, which is @Bryght Professionals. What else? If you don't understand any of the things I just said, but you want to support, go to betweenbothcheeks.brightonup.com.
All the
Perfect.
things.
All of
So
the
many
things.
Great job, Becca.
Thanks again, Bree, for joining us, and listeners, until next week.
Yeah, if you're in Pennsylvania, hit her up.